This city runs on coffee, horns, and absolute chaos. And somehow, it works.
Hello, Vietnam.
Xin chào.
Xin chào. Good morning, Vietnam.
Good morning.
We have spent already a few weeks in Hanoi, and today we're going to show you a day in the life for us here in Vietnam.
So we're going to show you all of our favorite places, favorite foods, just stuff that makes this city vibe.
Yeah.
And we'll also show you some of our routines as well, starting with our morning coffee. We've upgraded a lot. We used to do just instant coffee, and when we got here we bought one of these thin filters, and we've been making our own Vietnamese coffee, and the coffee here is unreal in Hanoi. This whole city basically just runs on this stuff, and there's the most unreal cafes. Ooh. So we're gonna show you some of those later.
Yeah, as you can hear, the streets here are very loud. There's a lot of traffic. We'll talk about that later. Now let's go and have a typical Vietnamese breakfast, and also gym, because we don't skip our gym routine even when we travel.
But before we get down to street level, let's show you what 150 euros gets you a week in Hanoi. Okay, so I'm Ryan and I'm your host for Million VND listing. Let's show you this place. First of all, we have a wraparound balcony. It goes around there, as you can hear the street. And let's come over here. We have a nice kitchen over here, and we have a bathroom over here as well. Sorry, I'm not really showing the details, but let's come on in here. This is the bedroom. We have a nice big bed, some television, and there's the other part of the balcony out there where we were sitting earlier.
That's just lovely.
And to my joy, there's also a laundry, even though it was very hard to dry clothes in the past days because it was drizzling, raining every day.
That's the end.
Okay, so let's go get some breakfast. In reality, lunch. It's a bit late.
Brunch.
Yes. Ooh. At this place that our landlord recommended for pho.
So the pho is a very healthy soup with chicken or beef. Today we'll have it with chicken, and it's usually consumed in the morning because it is recommended to get a warmer meal in the morning here in Vietnam.
Okay, I think this must be my favorite of the chicken pho that we've had, and we've had a lot of pho. It's just so fresh, the broth is so light, but it's still so flavorful as well. You can tell it's been brewing for a while, and yeah, just highly recommend this place.
Talk about the sidewalks.
Or the lack thereof. What you're gonna notice is when you're trying to walk on the sidewalks here, you're gonna come into a lot of roadblocks. That's because life in Hanoi extends out into the sidewalks. So as you're gonna see, like, the sidewalks are for businesses, there's cafes extending out into the sidewalks, people park their scooters on the sidewalk, people get their haircuts on the sidewalks. So the sidewalks are just for basically a continuation of life and business as opposed to walking. Although we're on one now. It's a rare thing.
And there are many nice people that invite you in for massage, also in the sidewalk. We haven't done any yet. Welcome to the X-Men Fitness. We have been working out here for a few weeks, and it's a really nice gym. There's everything, it's clean, the stuff is nice, and the day pass, it's only 50k. Oh my god!
Alright.
Okay, workout done. We love to work out in the morning because now we feel good.
Yeah, but it wasn't morning.
Yeah, it was a morning, but I mean, early.
Okay.
After breakfast.
And now it's time to go explore the coffee scene more and show you just how incredible it is in Hanoi. Let's go.
As you can hear, we made it to the old quarter by all the horns.
So we're really glad that we're not staying in the old quarter because A, it's a little bit cheaper, and B, you're not going to hear as many horns. You still will hear horns. So that's just a big tip.
Yeah, it's not that hectic where we stay. Yeah, we recommend to stay very focused on the street when you walk down the street. One really respects traffic lights,
Yeah.
the white stripes, and it's just anarchy most of the time.
The chaos is what makes it so great in this city.
Yeah, and generally try to look very confident on the street. Quick little pit stop for roti. We had this in Malaysia, Malacca. We'll put a link on it.
Okay, so we're gonna go to a coffee shop that we found last week. We'll tell you where in a second.
If we remember where it is, because the entrance is quite hidden.
It's quite unassuming. It's in a silk shop in the back. So let's go through it. So we discovered this place last week thanks to this tour that we did through Gay Hanoi Tours, specifically gay tours, but they took us to all the off the beaten path places around Hanoi. So we recommend them. Here's a link to their reel up above and check them out. Okay, so you have to ascend many, many stairs.
We're heading to the 5th floor to see the view. We made it to the top floor and you can see the lake, which is the heart of Hanoi.
What's the name of the lake?
It's too hard to remember and pronounce.
Okay, we'll overlay the text on it. Okay, so we came here for the egg coffee. This was created by Nguyen Van Giang in the 1940s. Basically, during that time, there was a lack of milk. So the creator, he actually has a shop somewhere here. We didn't go to the original spot yet, but he basically took egg yolk, sugar, and condensed milk, combined it together, and then since then, it's become a staple in Hanoi coffee scene. Fabio really likes it. I'm a little bit okay with it. This is how you prepare it.
You bring the coffee on top of it and then you mix it all.
And I got a coconut coffee iced. This is another really delicious coffee drink. And it basically has condensed milk, coconut, and coffee. It's delicious. This one has really a lot of like hard coconut inside of it. As we were right by Hoan Kiem Lake, we decided to go on a little side quest to the Ngoc Son Temple. Ngoc Son Temple sits on a little island connected by that iconic red bridge you've probably seen in postcards. The name of the lake literally means return to sword, tied to a legend where a magical sword was given back to a giant turtle after Vietnam's victory over invaders. And yes, the giant turtles are real. They became a sacred symbol of wisdom and protection, and spotting one in the lake was once considered a sign of good luck for the entire city. Unfortunately, it has been over 10 years since one was spotted alive.
And it's quite peaceful here comparing to what's going around.
This was made in the 1800s, this temple, and there's quite a lot of Buddhist temples in Hanoi and Vietnam in general because religion-wise, Vietnam is 20% Buddhist, whereas 80%, approximately 80%, don't affiliate with religion, but they're a bit spiritual, for example. A lot of them are. This is one of the temples where you can come and get some solitude, although there's actually a lot of tourists here.
Especially now.
Speaking of religion, let's go further down the street away from the lake to one of the most famous cathedrals in Vietnam.
Okay, here we are at the Church of Saint Joseph. So Vietnam was for almost a century under French rule.
Yeah.
And you can still see the influence of it, especially in the cuisine and generally the alphabet too.
Buildings.
Even though I guess it comes more from the missionaries, but came before.
And not only that, there's been a lot of, I guess, ruling of Vietnam. China ruled Vietnam for almost 1,000 years within a few periods, but there's always been a lot of rebellious spirit in the Vietnamese people, and they've always gotten back their lands. So as we just spoke about French colonization and influence, you have baguettes that come from France, and they made these sandwiches called the Banh Mi, which are just ubiquitous all over Hanoi, all over Vietnam. And it's damn delicious. Crusty bread with fillings inside. Sometimes they put a pate. This one's chicken. They put lots of veggies and a delicious sauce. And as if we didn't eat enough in this episode, we have one more Hanoi staple to show you.
Okay, we are at the Bún Chả Chan Trung To, and we're having a bún chả, which is another type of noodle soup, which is typical from North Vietnam.
Yeah, it's famous because President Obama came here and he ate some bún chả. And then also Bourdain as well. It was featured in one of his series that he created. It's famous for having like quite fatty grilled pork in it, so let's give it a go.
And that's how you eat in Vietnam, sitting
on these small chairs, these small stools. For a tall person like us, it's a little bit hard to sit, but that's what you gotta do up here.
So funny.
Cheers! In Vietnamese, beer is called bia, B-I-A. So it turned out to be a much busier day than we planned, but we couldn't leave without showing you our favorite gay bar in Hanoi, R7. To see the full experience, just click the link above. And thanks for riding along with us. Hit subscribe to join on the next adventure.